Before I start this video, I thought I'd give you some background information and introduce myself. My name is Gary Meyers, and about 15 years ago I bought my first race car and started racing. I always raced at the back of the field, had a lot of fun. I even raced at Bathurst, but I never had a chance of winning until I bought this car. The car is a Historic Formula Vee, a 1977 Ranger Mark I. And this car has given me the confidence to work on my driving and to race harder. Now, it's not just a car, it's also the category I'm now racing in, plus the car was already set up by the previous owner. Thanks, Nigel. But with this car, I now have a chance to race at the front of the field. This video was shot in June 2019 at Sydney Motorsport Park, and as I edited the video, I cringed at some of my driving, but I wanted to be honest and leave in the good bits and the bad bits. I remember at the time thinking with a bit of luck I could win today, and in race 3 on the 9th of June 2019, after 15 years, I won my first race. I also won my second when I won race 4 as well. There's not a lot of footage, but I really hope you enjoy the video. It's the start of race 3. As you can see, we're behind the L, M and O's, they're the Braverhams, the Elfins and the Thompson. And I make a reasonable start. Well, certainly better than race 2, but Steve did get the jump on me. Coming into turn 1, Dave's just on the outside of me, but I have slightly the better position on the inside. And if I get my braking right, I'll hold position 2, which I do. Now we see the problem. The cars in front are certainly a lot quicker in a straight line, but on corners they can slow up a Formula V. And here you find Steve, who's stuck behind the Thompson. Steve takes the Thompson on the inside, and I'll take the Thompson on the outside. But as I said, in a straight line, they're certainly quicker than a Formula V, and he comes back at me, forcing me to take a line I don't normally do, which is overtaking on the outside. Steve has pulled away, and he picked up about a second on me. As I enter the final corner before the straight, I stay in 4th gear. I know a lot of you will say I should have changed down to 3rd, but for me, 4th works the best most of the time. If you disagree, put some comments in the comment line. Steve's about 2 seconds in front of me. I try and stay in his slipstream, but it's time to do a few things. Check the oil, check the temperature, tighten the belt, look out for the Thompson flying down the left-hand side, and of course wave to the kids in the stand. So my Formula V catches a Thompson on the corner, and the driver realises that I'll be a lot quicker on turn 2, so he signals me to go down the inside. Thanks, Barry. So, past the Thompson again, it's now time to catch Steve. I stayed about 2 seconds behind Steve for the next 5 laps, so let's jump ahead until the last lap. Coming out of turn 2, I'm just under a second behind Steve, and it's time to nail this last lap and then pass him on the straight. That's the goal. Coming into turn 4 and 5, I lift little, then go flat on the throttle. I normally do pretty good through this section, even though it has some pretty bad memories, because just after turn 5 I wrote off Jason number 9501 in a huge crash back in 2005. So I need to nail this corner, and I need to stay with Steve. That was pretty good. Don't mind that, and we're getting close enough to pass. I don't think I've ever passed anyone on turn 8, but we'll give the impression that we can, and Steve covers that, and I go wide. A little bit of oversteer, but I managed to keep the car moving forward and staying with Steve. I need to be right up behind him coming onto the straight so I can pick up the slipstream. The last corner before the straight, I really need to get this right. This isn't too bad, but it's probably just not close enough. Yet I stay with him and hop into his slipstream. Though when I look at it, not quite. I should have been over to the left a bit. That's better. Now just to pull out and pass him on the line. Pull out and didn't pass him on the line. Probably pulled out a bit early there. Steve beat me by 1/100th of a second, but he was penalised 5 seconds for a jump start, so I won, followed by Steve, Ian, Dave and Jeffrey. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, and to help to promote the channel, please make a comment, press the like button or share it with your friends.